Hi, I'm Aaron Chalmers and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Okay, so John Fury takes a bit of a swipe at Frank Warren, Queensberry, Francis Warren, George Warren, whoever, over the inactivity of his son, Tommy. Now, Tommy turned pro in December of 2018, so just over 4 years. He's only had 8 professional fights. 8. Now, he has had an exhibition in between that time and whatever else as well. But 8 fights in 4 years, John's correct. That is terrible. That is terrible. A prospect, and I've always maintained it, a prospect should be fighting 5-6 times a year. That's what a prospect should be fighting. Not 8 times in 4 years, because that's just ridiculous. And listen, I'm sure a lot of it is not down to Queensberry, Frank Warren and whoever, because ultimately maybe Tommy hasn't been fit, because as we know, he turned pro as a light heavyweight and can't seem to make light heavyweight. He always comes in overweight. That seems to be a bit of an issue. I think maybe he likes going to the gym, lifting the weights too much. But ultimately, yes, he should be out and he should be more active. And of course, John will be correct, because ultimately 8 fights in 4 years is no good for anybody. Of course it isn't. I mean, you can do the rounds, you can spar whoever you like, but ultimately it's fight night. That's where the real experience comes. When it's for real. When your opponent is there not to be knocked out, not to go down. All right. Now, really, within 4 years, Tommy really should be on 15 to 20 fights now and starting to look towards a British title. That's where he should be, but he ain't. That's reality. Now, I will quickly mention as well, John did say how Tommy's been blasting and knocking out his sparring partners. Well, unless he's got a couple of new ones in over the last couple of weeks, that ain't true, because I know who he's been sparring. I know them personally. And not a chance. One of them is a light heavyweight / super middleweight who's going to be in a big fight soon, would punch Tommy upside down. For sure, he would. Now, let's just say, for instance, that John is not capping, he's not lying, and Tommy has been knocking out his opponents one after the other and all that kind of good stuff. Well, firstly, if he is, then Tommy is an absolute scumbag. Because sparring partners are not there to be knocked over and bashed up, knocked out. That's not what they're there for. They're there to help you. If you ever hurt a sparring partner, you back off. That's the code. That's what you do. And if Tommy hasn't been doing that, then he's a scumbag. And if you've been allowing it, then you are one too. Because it does seem like he's gloating about it. That's not what a sparring partner is there for. A sparring partner is there to help you. Not there for you to be knocking out. Now, as I said, I don't believe it's true anyway. But regardless, ultimately, the real test will be, and it's unbelievable to say that, a test against a YouTuber will be very, very soon in Saudi Arabia against Jake Paul. Will Tommy beat him? Well, on paper he should, but will he? Who knows? I think Jake Paul may actually be the favourite in this fight. Maybe. He has fought better opposition. But as I said before, with the fact that Tommy's only had 8 fights in 4 years, okay, I mean, he had a Love Island stint in that as well. It's no good. It's no good. So he hasn't really been picking up the experience in the ring. Sparring, the gym, listen, it's all good. It all helps, of course. But nothing quite like fight night, is there? So who knows? Jake's been more active than Tommy has. He has. Been looking more devastating as well. So anyway, we'll have to wait and see who wins that fight, won't we? Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.